Hello and welcome back. We are into the remediation phase of our issues. We had a nice little list of items that are tasks we're going to have to, these are bugs and features. And last time we left off, we were actually working into those. So I'm going to dive right into it. This episode, we are going to be making code changes. It will be saved, so we'll be back to being able to check the latest in GitHub. So what we ran into is our immediate time frame things were not showing up. And part of that is here, which is a good little example of something we can learn, is we had where the query was not equal to status equal to complete. And what we also want to do now is we're going to do where a query where time frame is equal to current, because we were able to print that out. So we're going to get rid of our little print statement there. And now what's going to happen, we should see in our report, if we do Control R's, we're going to see everything is in immediate. That is our current time frame. Now what we want to do here is we probably want to be able to set the time frame. And I think we will leave that for now. But let's see, if we from active task create it, I do want to, immediate's apparent, is let's say active tasks, filter by time frame. And we may already have that. Actually, let's go back and look to that. Filter by time frame. Okay. And that looks pretty good. And so we also want to do to the general. So we're going to actually add this in a couple of places. So that'll be good. Now, what we're going to do here is, since we're remediating, since we're working through tasks, although we're going to be testing our application, and again, we're using this application a little differently from the way we normally would, I do want to talk about the idea of working through issues and things like that. And I think typically the best way to do it is going to be essentially a page at a time, or a chunk of functionality at a time. As we've somewhat seen as we've worked through this, similar to the implementation, debugging or fixing, feature improvement, stuff like that, does work the same way. So we're going to be able to hopefully chunk a couple of these at the same time. Now let's start in our case, because we are our core is tasks. Let's start with creating a task. One of the things we have here is create task. We need a save message. So we want to do a message when we do an update on editing tasks. And if we look at those, we have basically creating tasks, listing tasks, and edit tasks. We've got 3 task related things. So we're going to be looking at create task and edit task. And when we do those, we're going to see that those all come down to the task edit page. So what we want to do here is we do have a message. We already had a message that is potentially going to be displayed, and we're just not actually setting it. So what we want to do is when we do, we've got 2 of these. So we've got edit task. And see now here, this is interesting enough, is we have message save, but we're doing this redirect to task, and we don't have message, we display to tasks from edit tasks. We're doing a redirect, so we're just rebuilding the list, and we're not actually storing the message. And we're probably going to run into that here as well, as we say, if it's an invalid record, now there it does come through and we're okay. So what we can probably do, because record save is going to a redirect of task, what we probably want to do here is, as we've seen before, is let's go ahead and set message as a session. And we can do that fairly quickly. So now we're going to do our cleanup here. And so now message equals none. And then we're going to do, let's see where we set one. Is, let's see. Well, we don't use it. Here we go. So we do have like a good example of where we set one. And now, so for task, let's see, reports page. let's do tasks. So deleting a task is going to return to the task list. And what we want to do here is we're going to do message. In here, we're going to save the name. Actually, we're going to do it this way. Oh, we're not going to do that because we just did delete tasks. So this one just deletes all tasks. So we're just going to do tasks deleted. And then if we do edit task, we're going to do, instead of message, we're going to do the session. So we don't really need, we're just going to do that all the way through. So instead of keeping that variable, oh, well, we can do it here because we are going to do it. We're going to use it. So let's just save it in some cases. If we can, we're going to pass through here. So edit task, that should be good. It's going to basically do an update. Update data for the record. It comes through this one. That message is going to get displayed, so we're okay. List tasks now is going to be, that one needs to actually set a message. So message is going to be message. And then we're just going to do message equals, did I have that? Oh, I didn't have the whole thing. So let's see what happens here. And we also had, so that was edit task, and we also had, what was the other one? Create task. So here we need to do the same thing as we have a message, but let's see if it comes through. Create a new record, create task, record saved, invalid record. Oh, it may not be displaying right. So let's go see what happens. Because if we did an edit, it should be saying message saved. And it is using task edit. Task edit here. So let's take a look at that. So I think we've got it. So create task, we should have a save message. So here, if I do save this to complete, let's see if it's displaying. That was in edit. Oh, edit save does not actually return. So we should be okay with edit. That's all right. But now if we do create task, let's go back and look at ours. I think we have, yeah, complete. Let's see. So we wanted to look at, oh, let's just go here. Let's go home. Whoop. We probably don't have a proper parent, so we'll have to fix that. Immediate. Now let's go back to home. And do we have, we only have, that's right, we got rid of completed. Oh, so let's actually go to our report. No, let's go back and, so we probably shouldn't have completed that, but that's okay. We're going to fix that anyway. So immediate, and this was on create, it was not showing. So let's create a task that we're going to just, let's see, we're in immediate, so we're going to create a test. This is a test. Let's just, so we save that. It's going to say, nope, I need to do that. If I do new, okay, so it's actually, there it is. So that's our message. And before was something else. So if we look here, that record saved, let's actually, we're going to shrink this down to, let's say, well, that's a 4 already. Let's make this a div. And class equals, I can't remember if we can use this or not. There we go, class equals message. So we're going to change this guy to that. So let's take that. This is on create task. And let's just fix that real quick. We're not even going to create a task for us this time. So this is going to be that. It's going to be message. And let's get rid of that. And then what I'm going to want to do here, record saved. So now if I take that, now this is a new record. And so if I take this and try to delete it, let's see what it does. It doesn't really display anything on me. So what I need to do on the delete, if I go to that task list, this is a test. It actually, ooh, interesting, delete duplicated. So now if I come in and delete, let's see. Oh, it was showing all tasks. If I go to roadmaps, immediate, and this is a test. So I did delete one of them, and so I'm going to delete him. And so I've got deletes going to the wrong place. Basically, delete returns to task list. Do I already have that task? Let's see. Oops. I don't want that one. I want immediate. Do I have delete? Yeah, so I'm going to fix that too. So delete returns to the task list. Instead, I want that to go to. So when I do a task, and I think it's here. I think it's actually in the delete. There's delete all tasks. Oh, let's make sure what that does. So if I go to task edit, delete sends a delete. Oh, it just is a submit, and it's going to come in as a delete. So let's see. So that was edit task. So if it's a delete, oh, here we go. I need to do record deleted. And instead of I think I'm just going to not do the redirect on that. I'm probably not going to do it on the saved either. Well, this is on an edit, so I probably do want to return. So I need to do essentially like a last page. And so this is going to be a little bit more interesting because what I'm going to do is I'm going to save potentially where I'm coming from. I guess what I can do is probably go to the parent, but this is going to take a little bit of thought. And so we're going to think through this a little bit, and we will tackle this one the next time around. So we'll save that instead. Let's see. So now we've done that. We've got a record deleted. It's going to redirect to tasks. So tasks, does get our session. So now if we delete, let's see, did I have something here that, okay, so I'm going to create a task real quick for that period. And this is going to just be called delete me. If I save it, okay, record saved. And then I do want to fix, there's another one, is that remove delete from task create. If I return to immediate, if I go to delete me, let's see what that does now. Where is delete me? There's, delete me. And if I delete him, and then it's just going to come back to my list of all tasks. And I want it to go back to where I came from. So we'll think about that one later. The first one I do is let's go to edit. I'm sorry, to edit, because we can fix this one rather quickly before we wrap this up. Delete record. We're going to do an if. And this is going to end if. And what I can probably do is I'm going to check if probably ID. We're going to keep it simple. If title equals, what is the title on edit? Edit task. Here, title equals edit task. Then we can delete. Otherwise, we cannot. So edit task. Whoops. So let's go back and look at this one real quick. Oh, this is going to be something different, right? I always forget. I think it's EQ. Oh, let's try this. Well, we'll fix it real quick. This way. There we go. So it does. And now if we do task list does not do it. If we go to home, we do create tasks, and it doesn't. So we do have that one fixed. So that will wrap it up. Sorry if we went a little long. I'm going to try to trim this one down again, edit it to get us down to the 15 minutes. Some of my meandering. But we're going to continue next time around. We're going to keep on working our way through this list and try to hammer out a couple of them in the next episode or two. That being said, go out there, have yourself a great day, a great week, and we'll talk to you next time.